corner from Victorville, California. Here is the exciting...
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Counter punching. This is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. There's a counter shot. For that receipt, it's always coming. That looks blocked. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
He had got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Counter punches actually hurt. Through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Catch and shoot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Punch, counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. In that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance without a doubt.
There's the bell to start round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
Is coming right back. Well-placed hook. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Just missed with that hook. That counter shot lands. Nice counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. It's all offense all the time. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. In that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Somebody don't get complacent. You think it's
shot.
Bell rings and we start the third. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
judges. How about that time counter shot? That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Start respecting each other's punching power. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Gotta ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. In that last round. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice defense there to stop the right hook. The perfect counter lands. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
What you've got to do, Tony, with this anticipation, you've got to wait, you just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. The charts action from both of these fighters. And the kid goes down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
In that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Great work, I love that. I love that. Jab slick.
Back into the fight. You're not even in the same league.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the Flash here. He's got to get out of trouble.
a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
Tried to score with the uppercut. Misses with that uppercut. Perfect punch. A perfect counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Started out Garcia in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they... There's the bell for round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this? I don't care who you are. When you get caught with a body shot like that, you're going down.
Even I've got it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Gotta waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then gotta call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
It's never ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds. But he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Trying to get into their opponent's head.
Colors dim, but they still tease a quiet world.
Oh, and this is really going to rub him the wrong way. Got him there. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Robinson in that last round. Beaten.
Start to make mistakes.
Round 7, here we go. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have. How'd you come back from something? Look out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
You're not as good. Oh, wait a minute! Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. Sugar Ray is down. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot.
'em on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Nope, that hook won't score. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Both men promised to knock their opponent. And we enter the 8th round. Keep in mind, both of these fighters got knocked down in the prior round.
I've seen that twice before, both fighters knocked down in the same...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Are we about to see Ryan Garcia go to the canvas? Looks like they've shaken it off.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will you tell him when he goes to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
That punch landed. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with something that's so powerful, you've got to have thinking. You've just got to be smarter than it. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket.
Pretty close fight here in this round.